Okay, preheating the drum turbo convection 2.5. Got some 6 pounds of Peru and 6 pounds of Columbia from Peter. I'm gonna go measure out Columbian. That's what we're roasting today. Commence roasting 544 grams of Columbian. This will net about a pound, and it'll give me 5 pounds for every 6 pounds of Columbian green I've purchased. Okay. Very important to clean the top for a new bean so you can see the color change. I do this with simply scrubbing it with Dawn and water and a slightly abrasive knitted scrubby sponge. The digit in my thermometer is broken, so this is passing up to 200 now. Is it? Oh, no good. Really 255, 257. You can see the beans are still quite green at the 4-minute mark. Somewhere around the 5.5 to 6 they start going yellow. 5-minute mark, they're at 286. They're still on the green side. Coming back in at 6. Alright, that's 307. And I'm going to say they're turning yellow now at 6-minute mark. 307. This is the back side of the drum. Minute mark. I believe I think they're at 249, not 349. You can see that they've turned light brown. I'm anticipating first crack around the 12 minutes, 12.5 minute stage. 12 minutes. They're a nice roasty brown. Just listening for first crack. There it is. 12 minutes and 12 seconds. And calculate 25% development time. Here it's a nice first crack. We just reached 300 degrees. 25% development time will be 15 minutes, 15 seconds. We'll shut this down. Tune in later. Okay, we're at 15 minutes, 15 seconds, 438 degrees. We're going to shut this down. Have a look. Very nice. Let's do it again. Second batch should go by the numbers like the first. They're about 126 degrees in the bean bed. And I'm going to tune back in around minute 11. Listen for first crack around minute 12, 12.3. The oven turned off without my knowing the first 2 minutes. Turn it back on, crank it to 480, try to catch up. We're at 121 degrees at the 4-minute mark. Probably anticipating a different first crack for the lack of therms in the first minute and a half. The detail of drum 2.5 is that probe is going through 2 walls of stainless, holds the position on an angle, angling down through that shower curtain rod bushing into the bean bed, deep in the bean bed, but away from the mixing paddles. Alright, around 6 minutes, we're 168 degrees bean bed, and we have changed from green to yellow. Around 9.5 minutes, we're at 227 degrees, and the beans have turned light brown. At 11 minutes, we're at 252 degrees and rising. You can see a nice medium brown. I am driving this at 480. Typically driven at 465. Just I just heard first crack. This didn't really get any heat the first 2 minutes, so I'm going to treat it like the crack came at 12 minutes 25 seconds and or 12 minutes 30 seconds, and pull this at 17 minutes 30 seconds. Okay, we're about 1 minute away from pulling this. Temperature's climbed to 420. I'm going to pull it around 435 regardless of what the clock says. Okay, it's 4:32 at 17 minutes 35 seconds. We're going to pull this. Even though we had some system failures, no heat for the first 2 minutes, I think I achieved a relatively similar roast by doing some quick math in my head. So, looking good. Okay, they're very close. I just decided to mix them with my favorite mixing spoon. And they're in a small IKEA pot, so I have 924 grams roasted, aging for 3 days while I finish what's in the consumption cylinder. First roast was 470 grams out of 544. The second roast is a little bit darker and 455 grams out of 544. All in all, successful night. The process is simple. I put 1 pound in the consumption cylinder. When it's gone, I put the second pound in, and when the second pound goes in, I roast 2 more pounds. That way my coffee's always 3 to 10 days old.